Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Lawrence Ross, aka Blind Lawrence.
Pardon me, you with the severe aesthetic deficiencies.
Hey, ugly!
Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Hope you like what you see. Observing obscure observances, looking at the calendar for July 27th. Here we have National Bagpipe Day. Today we celebrate the bagpipes. The instruments have long been associated with the Scottish Highlands, although they have come from many different places, and there are many variations of them. They have also been used in many different contexts. The main components of the bagpipe are the bag, the chanter, and the drones. The bag is usually made of animal skin or rubberized cloth. It is inflated either by having air breathed into it through a blowpipe or by using a bellows. Air can be fed throughout the instrument to make the sound by placing arm pressure on the bag. The bag allows sound to be continuous while giving the players a chance to take breaths as well as for several tones to be played at the same time. The chanter, or melody pipe, has finger holes that let players make notes to form melodies. The other pipes, called drones, may have single or double reeds. They play single, constant notes that accompany the melody. They are tuned with the chanter by lengthening or shortening their extendable joints. The pipes are in wooden sockets or stocks, which are tied into the bag. Initially, folk instruments, bagpipes, have remained as such, but also have been used in battle, in parades, funerals, weddings, and royal occasions. They were probably first used by pastoral sheep and goat herders who played them to pass time while watching their flocks. They made them with easy-to-come-by materials such as skin, bones, and reeds. These instruments would quickly decay, so there is no physical evidence of them. Bagpipes may have been used for centuries before any record of them was made. Most believe they were invented in the Middle East and that the sheep and goat herders that used them were in Mesopotamia. There is some indication that they were used in ancient Egypt. A hidden type wall carving from 1000 BCE shows a form of a bagpipe, and they are mentioned in the Bible in the book of Daniel. A bagpiper is also possibly depicted on an Alexandrian terracotta figure from around 100 BCE. From the Middle East, bagpipes likely traveled to Greece where they were known as escalos, meaning white-skinned pipe. They are mentioned in one of Aristophanes' plays from about the 4th century BCE and appear in other Latin and Greek references from around 100 CE. After the Romans invaded Greece, the bagpipe was adopted throughout the empire just as other Greek culture was. They were mainly used by plebeians, but either Nero was known to play one. They were also used by the Roman infantry, while the Roman cavalry used the trumpet. The British Isles became the most popular home for bagpipes. Invading Romans may have brought them there, or they may have later arrived by trade. They were mentioned in English author Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales in the 1380s. Some think they were imported to the British Island and Scotland by the Romans, while others believe they were England, Ireland, or Scotland, or developed on their own. Original Scotland pipes probably had one drone, with the second drone likely added in the mid to late 16th century, and a third drone likely added in the early 18th century. Scottish Highlands bagpipes had 2 tenor drones and 1 bass drone. It was there that bagpipes became more popular than anywhere else in Scotland or the world. In the Highlands, players were introduced by Celtic legends as well as by the wild nature of their surroundings. The players held an honored position in their clans. There are references to Scottish Highland bagpipe players by the 15th century who played at weddings and festivals and even replaced organists in church. During the mid-16th century, at a time when bagpipe music was descended through most of Europe, it was ascended in the Highlands. The MacCriven family did much to nurture its growth. A classical musical form that used the bagpipe sprang up there. It was called piabaritone and predated the piano and its classical music by about a century. Originally pastoral and festive, the military began using the bagpipe in the 18th century and accompanied it with drums. Battlefields were loud, so instruments were used to communicate. Bagpipers from clans who were often at war with each other would inspire soldiers before battle and played during battles to signal movements, attacks, and retreats. When the Scottish uprising of 1745 failed, military training was banned. Thus, the bagpipe could no longer be used in this context anymore, although it was not banned for other uses. In the Scottish lowlands, pipers held important positions in communities. There were town pipers and those who played dance music and songs at weddings, feasts, and fairs. The soft-sounding Scottish lowland bagpipe was played from about 1750 to 1850. It had a bellows and 3 drones in 1 stock. When England and Scotland united in the early 18th century, bagpipes were brought all over the world to British colonies to places such as Africa and Ceylon. In many places, there were already indigenous bagpipe-type instruments which had been used for folk music and military purposes. Some examples are the tulun of Turkey, pilan of Finland, zimpaka of Italy, mashak of India, nizward of Tunisia, sampana of Greece, linka of Russia, gaya of Macedonia, and the Badouin habin. There are many variations of the bagpipe popular today, such as the cornemuse of central France, the aforementioned zampogna of Italy, and the Irish Union pipe. The most popular is probably Scotland's great Highland bagpipe. Today we celebrate all types of bagpipes and their importance to culture and in bringing us music. I do have a joke about bagpipes, link in the description because it's a little too racy for here. Here's one, but there's no information on it. Cross-Atlantic Communication Day. Gary Gygax Day? I don't know who that is. There's no information on it, unfortunately. National Chicken Finger Day. No information, but I do love chicken fingers. Those are good. Here we have National Creme Brulee Day. Move out of the way. It's time for some creme brulee. The much adored confection has a custard interior with a caramelized burnt sugar topped. The custard is usually flavored with vanilla, but it is sometimes flavored with lemon or orange zest, other fruits, chocolate, pistachio, coconut, coffee, or a liqueur. The caramel may be prepared separately and then pasted on top, but it is usually made directly on the creme brulee before being served. Sugar is sprinkled on top of the custard and is caramelized under a broiler or salamander with a butane torch, or by being flambéed with liqueur. The dessert is usually served in a ramekin. I don't know what a ramekin is. Creme brulee became prominent in the United States in the 1980s. Previously, Julia Child, an American chef who focused on French cuisine, had been a proponent of it and had shown Americans how to make it on her television program. The history of the dessert goes back much further than the 20th century, however. Its main component, custard, was popular all the way back in the Middle Ages. National Korean War Veterans Armistice Day. No information, though. National Scotch Day. No information. I'm not a fan of Scotch. I've tasted it before. It's not my thing. Norfolk Day. No information. Okay, this is just silly. Take your houseplants for a walk day? Now this is getting very ludicrous. Take your pants for a walk day. Huh. As it may seem a little difficult to actually put your pants on a leash and take them for a walk, today is for walking while wearing pants. In a sense, when you walk while wearing them, you are taking them for a walk. You can't celebrate this day while wearing a dress, skirt, or shorts. You need to wear pants! Walking has many health benefits besides just helping you lose weight. When you walk, your brain releases chemicals such as dopamine and serotonin that lift your mood during and after the walk. Walking lowers depression, even more so if the walk is taken outside. One chemical that is released while walking is called brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It helps fight dementia and memory loss and spurs the growth of new brain cells. Walking outside also helps you make sure you get enough vitamin D. Consistent walking can decrease blood pressure and lower the risk of heart attack, lung cancer, and other diseases. Walk on Stilts Day. No information, but I would like to walk on stilts one day on this channel. That would be kind of funny, actually. I might fall down, but who knows. But that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Lawrence Ross. Hope you liked what you saw. Come on.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Lawrence Ross, aka Blind Lawrence. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you'd like, you can check me out on my other social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and yes, even Instagram.
That does not make sense.
All ending in /Blind Lawrence.
Cute.